The number of reported cases of person-on-person violence, and in particular domestic violence, spiked in 2015. It's a trend the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force, RVIPF, and agencies such as the Family Support Network, FSN, and the Department of Gender Affairs are taking quite seriously, as Kathy Richards tells us in this report.
Crime has been a huge pill for persons to swallow based on its frequency in the British Virgin Islands. And the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force add credence to this, with statistics reported in their 2015 annual report, especially as it relates to serious violent crimes. When comparing their numbers, the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force said 44% increase. 40 more persons were recorded as victims of violent crimes above that of 2014. Most were linked to domestic violence, and according to the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force, this pattern continued into 2016. Equally of concern, there were 16 more sexual offenses reported, an increase of 89%, with some being children. How is this growing trend being handled outside the justice system? I spoke with Director of Family Support Network, Dr. Sylvia Simmons.
Within the past year, 2016, and years prior to that, our numbers are increasing significantly. Every year, we average about close to 200 new clients every year. This is the average now. With counseling, we averaging about 1,300 sessions or more within a year. This year, 2016, we did close to 1,300 counseling sessions. We did close to 60, 70 quarter parents. We have no choice, to be honest. When a person enters our office, we take them for what they present themselves with. They might come in with issues that the husband or the boyfriend has just put them out, or they were assaulted last night, or that they're in need of food, or the issues varies with the individual, and so what we do is assess their needs.
Based on that discussion with Dr. Simmons, I sought to get from the Department of Gender Affairs if there is a direct or indirect link of domestic violence with gender in the BVI.
There is a relation between gender-based violence and domestic violence. So when we look at gender-based violence, men are being abusive towards women, whereas women are also being abusive towards men. In society, it's called violence. In the home, it's called domestic violence between a husband and a wife, or a boyfriend and a girlfriend. That's domestic violence. In regards to the shooting, the murder, those are gender-based violence because both men are fighting against each other. Also, female too, they fight against each other. In regards to the BVI, we have listed a number of deaths which happened between males and females, and also males against males for the 16 days of activism against violence. And I'd like to show you guys, or we did this to bring awareness to the BVI. That listen, gender-based violence is happening in the BVI, and it's happening between male and male, male and female.
Something that was discovered during that discussion with the Department of Gender Affairs was that from 2000 to 2016, there were 44 murders in the British Virgin Islands, with 2008 having the highest figure on record, 11. So the work of the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force continues, and as said in their 2015 annual report, they are not complacent as they recognize much still needs to be done. And of course, the community also has a big role to play. I'm Kathy Richards for the JTV News.